You've been putting off building furniture with drawers because you think they're difficult to get right and take ages to make. But I'll show you how to transform the way you think about making drawers that are not only very strong, but can be made faster than a cup of tea. I'm making some new storage for my workshop, and it'll have 2 of these drawers. I want to get on with the build, so I need to do them as quickly as possible, and then I have to stand up to the rigours of workshop life and be exactly the same size. Traditional drawer boxes mean measuring every piece, marking your cuts, setting the blade height and cutting, then checking the fit. If something's off, you adjust and cut again, but if just one piece is wrong, the whole box won't square up. I showed you how to make 3 simple joints to produce boxes like these in another video. I'll put a link to that one in the description if you haven't seen it. What's good about this method for drawer boxes is that they're really strong and very quick once you set things up. That means you can batch out as many drawers as you need extremely quickly. All the pieces are cut to size, now let's cut the grooves. I'm using this flat top grooving blade from Orange Tools. It's got a 6mm flat grind on top. Here in Europe, dado stacks aren't easily available because generally our table saw arbors are too short, so blades like this are invaluable for grooving work. It's only 150mm in diameter, much smaller than a regular blade for this saw. You'll also notice I've removed the riving knife. That's perfectly safe here because we're not cutting all the way through, just cutting a groove. We're making 2 drawers, so we've got 4 side pieces, 2 fronts and 2 backs. First, set the blade height to 6mm. I'm using a 6mm drill bit as a gauge. Align one of the teeth to this centre line on the throat plate. Bring it down until it's just below and then back up. Your fingers are much more accurate here than your eyes. Slide the fence over and we're locked at 6mm. Now we've got the grooves cut along the bottom of all the long and short sides. For these end cuts I'm using a mitre gauge. It's fine to use a mitre gauge and fence together here because we're not cutting all the way through the wood. If you're cutting the wood in 2 pieces, you should never use a mitre gauge with a fence at the same time because it's easy for the wood to pinch and you're just asking for trouble. But for this, it's perfectly fine. So we do 1 cut at each end. Now see here, we've lost the corner piece. This is typical with plywood because of the way the layers are glued together, and having such a small piece makes it prone to pinging off. It doesn't actually matter here as it will be under the drawer, and we're adding faces to the drawer boxes anyway, so you won't see it once it's assembled. Now for the last cuts on the fronts and backs. We've got the groove on the base panel on the inside. Now we'll put this against the fence like this and then run it through. And it will cut a rebate along here that locks everything together. This is why we have a sacrificial fence, so I can safely run it through without it tipping. I'm also using a push block to hold it against the fence. If you aren't confident about holding the piece like this, you can also use a tenoning jig, like this one. We need to reset the fence position to account for the jig's thickness, so it adds a little time, but it's a way to keep your fingers well away from the blade. If you choose this method, then make all the cuts on the drawer pieces before adjusting the fence, then make the final cuts together. It's very simple to make, but if you prefer working from a set of plans, I've put together a pack with the cut list, dimension drawings and a step-by-step guide. If you want to grab these completely free, there's a link in the description. Here's how this fits together. These 2 pieces lock in like that. You've got a hole here, but it's covered by the drawer front. On the side of the drawer, you get a nice clean finish. Because it's physically locked into place, it doesn't matter how many times you open and close the drawer, it's never going to move. Solid as a rock. Here are the 4 parts cut and ready for assembly. Let's do a quick dry fit so we can measure up for the bottom panel. See how rigid that is already? No glue. Once the base is in, it'll be even stronger. Putting these boxes together is really satisfying. Dry fit them first to make sure they're comfortable with how they fit, then add a drop of glue for final assembly. And that's what happens when you eliminate measuring. These pieces were all cut with the same setup, the blade height never changed, the fence never moved. Every box comes out exactly the same, first try, every time. Well, now you know how to build boxes like this with or without this jig. But what if you're just starting out and want to know which joints to learn first? I made this video showing the 3 joints every woodworker should know, and I'll show you exactly when to use each one and how to set them up so they fit the first time. I'll see you soon.